This is the story of people, machines, materials, craftsmanship and quality, right here in Denmark. It is the story of two young pioneers and generations of solid Danish workmanship, combining with the latest technology. Idealcombi is the market leader in the window production industry and has a constant focus on development and innovation targeted at the European construction industry. This is the story of Idealcombi, high-technology window production in Hurup, Thy. Briefly, a window allows light into the home. It may be opened and closed. But today, the requirements for windows and doors have increased in line with the development of our homes. Focus is on energy-efficient solutions and architectural design, matching different buildings and houses. These make Danish window production exceptional. With its 100,000 square meter production area, Idealcombi is the largest window manufacturer in Denmark. The 850-meter long front of the building indicates the size of the facility. Every day, more than 700 different doors and windows are produced in Hurup. Rich in tradition, this is Danish craftsmanship where quality and attention to detail are paramount, combined with cutting-edge automated production machinery. The peninsula Thy in northern Jutland is by no means grand, but the factory has a strong presence and visibility. And it has very deep roots in the local community in Hurup. Idealcombi was founded here in 1973 by the brothers Henning and Bent Søgaard. Where other large companies have moved their production overseas, the owners felt it was important to remain in Hurup. Well, for Henning, me and the family, including the next generation, it's been crucial to keep the production here in Denmark. The competencies of a Danish employee are excellent, you see. It is difficult to find the same level of skill in the countries with which we compare ourselves. Well-educated and skilled workers with a wide range of competencies combined with massive investments in the manufacturing process has been essential to the company to ensure its renowned fine craftsmanship. I have always been fascinated by fine craftsmanship. It is a characteristic in the products that we make today. This is what we are known for. It ensures a confidence within the industry and with the end user that when you buy an Idealcombi window, you can expect a little something extra. Not only in function, but also in energy performance, and especially when it comes to quality. Idealcombi is in several respects at the forefront of the window industry, and they have continuously been developing solutions and procedures allowing them to improve the quality in Danish window production. The processing at the beginning of the production chain is a fine example of this. In order to secure the highest quality of wood, all timber lengths are scanned for knots and defects. Then the miter saw cuts away any unwanted pieces with great precision. As part of our quality control, following this process, all parts are evaluated a second time for any defects by our experienced operators. Subsequently, the wood is finger jointed into 6-meter-long profiles, which then constitute the feed material for our production of windows and doors. A process developed by Idealcombi. Knots exude resin. This resin is yellow and ruins the finish. It meant that in the mid-80s, we came to the decision that we had to do something about this wood of ours. We had to cut away the knots in order to obtain a better feed material for our production. The pieces that are cut are recycled and used in other parts of the production or used for fuel, thus benefiting the environment. With 6 different product lines, Idealcombi has a solution both for new buildings and for renovating older houses. The design ranges from the classic and timeless to the more modern and functionalistic design. At Idealcombi, we have a 40-year-long history of development and window manufacturing. This means that we have a 40-year-long history with building projects, in which we have contributed to creating great customer experiences. There's no doubt that Idealcombi is very much borne by our product. This is characterized by high quality, a great finish, unique performance levels on energy, sound, etc. This is definitely what differentiates Idealcombi from many other manufacturers. Both for private homeowners, developers and contractors, the Idealcombi information centers, Idealhusene, the Ideal Houses in Copenhagen, Hurup and Aarhus are great locations for seeking inspiration. These Ideal Houses can also be found in Oslo and in London. For the architect Odd Pedersen, the choice of Idealcombi as a business partner was easy, especially when considering inward opening windows. These traditional casing and frame structures have resulted in windows with a wide depth of frame. When viewed from the outside, the area of the window is reduced with any given exterior window perimeter. Idealcombi has overtaken several others by making the new inward opening for Futura Plus window, where you can actually depart from the wooden frame, promoting instead a thin aluminium frame, which reduces the visible windowsill and frame to as little as 5 centimeters when viewed from outside. This is really exceptional. Following the tenoning and profiling of the casing and frame components, the sections are assembled. Door casings are then routed, leaving room for hinges, etc. After the assembly, all window and door frames are cross-polished using a combination of abrasive belts and pad sanders in order to ensure the optimal quality and base surface for the finishing. All processes are subject to ongoing quality controls by our experienced employees. Historically, windows and doors in Scandinavia have over the centuries been made from wood. At Idealcombi, the last 25 years has meant a considerable development towards the use of wood in combination with aluminium and, more recently, the highly insulating construction material, POR. POR is the material we have decided will lead us into the future. Developed by Idealcombi, it is both innovative and unique, and something others don't have. We have been pioneers on many projects, ranging from finger jointing to now the latest, which is POR. Idealcombi has, with the development of POR, helped set a new standard for window production in Denmark. The material is cast into window profiles in a closed casting mold by mixing 2 components which chemically expand and harden into a finished profile in a matter of minutes. As before, we have a unique ability in leading the field. This means that we have one more reason for the customers to choose us. We strive to be the best. Although not the largest, we offer something that others cannot. POR possesses unique qualities in terms of molding, strength, and importantly, its ability to insulate. We are ambitious, and we also like being in the lead. And with an innovation company culture, you could also say that we are really not restricted. Idealcombi are ahead when it comes to the development of energy-efficient windows, doors, and facades. Henrik Brink is as the energy advisor at Idealcombi, not just helping the company in the right direction, he also functions as a sparring partner for the construction industry when it comes to windows and energy. They often meet up with him here, in the Ideal House in Aarhus. It is a top priority of our working day, in connection with this information center, that we provide a sense of security. This is true both for the private customer, the master carpenter, the architect, engineer, and also the housing association and developer. All these people. This is essentially the most important aspect of this house. It is about providing them with a sense of security, so that they may relax with whatever project they're working on. This is what the professional world cares about right now. This all has to do with energy and conservation. This is something that we can help them with. They can come here and get some guidance, and we can do some calculations. We are able to show them different types of glass, all of the different windows and opening directions. This is the opportunity we have with this center. Every element is different. This is taken into account when the pieces are painted. Before the actual painting process, the measurements for each individual element are scanned. The exact data is then sent to the individual spray robot, which subsequently sprays the element as it passes, with precision and without waste. During the process, the paint's coating thickness, as well as the overall visual quality of the surface, is checked. On a number of areas, safety fittings are standard. They are combined with glued window panes to provide the end user with a high degree of security against break-ins. Innovation work is crucial to Idealcombi. Here, Futura Plus, the inward opening system, is discussed. A groundbreaking product as a supplement to the already known Futura Plus outward opening system. The slim profiles are an exact match, should there be a need to combine the inward opening with the outward opening elements in the same facade. The Futura Plus inward opening system is ideally suited for renovation projects in existing buildings, as well as for new construction, where the project is either for solutions within low or high-rise buildings. Futura Plus is produced in a simple and strong design. It has an excellent transmission coefficient and a high-density class. There are situations where you could choose inward or outward opening windows. But if you combined the products within the same building, it would mean rather different looks. You may not be thinking in terms of design and then be forced to think, we need to be careful here, otherwise we might end up with really poor visual. To optimize the look and the function, you now have the freedom of thinking inward or outward opening, completely independent of design. Development of products in top-grade quality will in the future be characteristic of the family-owned company in Hurup. Today, a generation handover is in progress, securing the future production. Many approach us about this, asking what will you do differently? But we've been part of this for so long that we've actually had influence on making the decisions that have already been made, forming the business as it is today. So it's not like when they choose to reduce their working hours or retire that we're waiting to change a lot of things. Where other companies are moving their production overseas, the owners view it as a strength to remain in Denmark, maintain jobs and secure products of the highest quality. We are situated in a peripheral region, and a workplace such as Idealcombi, employing more than 500 people, quickly becomes very important to the surrounding companies, but also to the commercial center of Hurup. We have received several offers for the company, or alternatively, moving the production to low-paying countries. We have firmly maintained that we keep the production in Denmark.